that's what I'd use. If I was going to Cumbria, I'd take all this, take some scran with me in a bag, because I've got another bag. I've got another. I'll get it anyway, just to show you. I won't show you what's in this because it's just got my knives in it at the moment. But I've got an off spray, the smaller version, and it's called I think it's called Daylight. Yeah, if it says there. It's and so what I can do is I can have that, use it that way, in front. You know, like when you want to put it, you can put in front of you like this. Look, so I'll just try and show you. In front like that, and have the rucksack on the back, and I'd fill this with scran and other bits and bobs, and I could get a week's worth of scran in that, no problem. You know what I mean? Or food for other people who don't know what scran means, right? So then that and this fucking pack here, that that and that pack all together, I would use that for a week in Cumbria or Lake District, or if I wanted to go somewhere else. I want to go to Peak District actually. I've got a friend who lives in Manchester, and he goes to the Peak District quite a lot for nice walks and stuff like that. I don't think he stays out much. He might camp out a couple of a night or two or something like that. But I'd like to go there, but I don't think I'd take as much gear as that for the Peak District. I'd just go, maybe just do a one-nighter and then come home. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and it's a little shout out to Mr. X, by the way. This is just some of my gear, mate. I have got a lot more gear, and it's really hard to, I know, like you'll show you, I like your videos where you show your stuff out and what you've got. It's really good. Me, I've just got that much gear, it's really hard to sort of like show kit, unless I started doing it in little sections, like a washing kit, and I might have to do that next time. I think do like show you a lightweight washing kit, a lightweight cooking kit, and so on and so on. But for bugging out wise, I would take this all. This would just go straight in the back of my car, and then if I had to walk, leave the car, I'd walk as far as I could until I couldn't walk anymore, and then I'd have to just stop and then carry on the next time. But like I say, I'd have it all. I'd have, like I said, I'd have that filled with scran as well, enough food, plus all my medication and that, because obviously if I had to go somewhere, the bad thing about it is for me, if there was some sort of bugging out sort of situation, I don't think I'd be able to do it, because my insulin only lasts a month out of a refrigerator. And so I'd have to find some way of refrigerating my insulin, whether it would be digging an hole and making some sort of fridge or something like that, because otherwise it wouldn't work. And so then after a month I'd be starting to deteriorate and probably peg it, see. So for me, it's not an option to go up to the north or whatever, unless it was really serious. I'd probably have a bug in, or if it come down to it and I had to bug out, I'd probably have to try and find some sort of, I have got some type of like a cooler which would work off a 12-volt battery, which would work in my car. So I probably could do it that way if I had to travel to get away from somewhere, maybe because there was a disaster had happened. You know, there's many disasters happen all over the world, as well as England. You know what I mean? We've had floods where you're going to have to move everything and you've got to go somewhere else. Well, that's the type of a disaster. So to me, I would take all this gear. You know what I mean? It's not that much when it's all packed together. Now that's the hardest thing, is putting it all back together. But don't take me long, because I've checked it all the time. Every so often, like I just did there, and found out a little bits on it. But anyway, I'm waffling on. You've seen all the gear there. I hope you like it. And if you want, you know, comment if you want to check, if you want to see something specific, like say you really want to have a look at that in depth, my camping, my titanium gear in depth. I mean, there's a cook set in there. There's a cooker what fits on the things and stuff like that. Just put it in the comments down below, if you know what I mean. anything what you'd like to see, maybe in more detail and a shorter video, I'm willing to, you know, do that. Just if you say, oh, I'd like to just see your tarp setup or whatever, I'll go out and I'll do the tarp setup and show you exactly what I would use in the tarp and the hammock and the sleeping bag all in, and show you what it's like. I don't mind doing that. Well, when it gets a bit warmer, because it is pretty cold at the moment. I'm actually living in this bedroom because it's that cold. I have no gas. I've had it cut off, so I don't. All I've got is electric heaters. So I've got a little electric radiator there, you can see, and I'm going to have a little electric heater at this side. I put them both on, get it to about 20 degrees. I've got a temperature gauge in here, so I know when it's at 20, it sort of set they can adjust them so they stay at 20 degrees, and I just keep warming here. And at the moment, the dogs are downstairs freezing the balls off while I'm doing this video, so I'm going to have to go. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some ideas of what stuff to take with you if you're going camping. You don't have to take all this gear, obviously. You can take whatever you feel's comfortable for you. But for me, if I'm going for a week, to 2 weeks even, and I would go 2 weeks, but I prefer a week. A week's nice. It's a good experience, especially in the summer. Go to Cumbria. I know it's always raining in Cumbria. So 2 or 3 days you'll be wet. 3 or 4 days you'll be nice and dry. So, and enjoy yourself. Go up them hills and the mountains. And it's just, you know, it's an experience of a lifetime. And we've got some great mountains here to go. I mean, the next thing for me is to go. I want to do Ben Nevis, and I'd like to go to Wales and go and do that one. Oh, I forgot what the name of it's called now. I can't remember the name of it. My head's gone. But anyway, Ninja Man out in a bit.